watching AYV Television.
Hello and welcome to Primetime News on AYV Television and Radio. I am Tholoma Sumah. Here are the headlines for tonight.
Speaker of Parliament talks on deadlines of bills before the House.
The time, stipulations, whether in our constitution.
Primary school pupils protest against council for their school building.
We want our school, no more office. We want our school, no more office.
An Alcohol Alliance call for ban on alcohol advertisements.
The Alcohol Policy Alliance calls for ban on alcohol advertising in all professional sports.
Now for the full news with Tholoma Sumah.
The Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Ayv'S Bundu, has set the stipulation period of 21 days for bills to mature as by law should not and must not run while Parliament is on recess. He said this in relation to Constitutional Instrument 64 and 65 that was tabled before Parliament on the 2nd August and Constitutional Instrument number 67 that was tabled yesterday before Parliament, which is the setting of a commission of inquiry and investigation. He added that the time starts on the 2nd October and that it would mature on the 23rd of October, wherein it will be given a full-blown debate. Joseph Johnson has more.
The two instruments have sparked up series of debates surrounding the constitution of Sierra Leone and questioning of the country's democracy. Today, another instrument, which is Constitutional Instrument 67, has been tabled before the world for debate, making it 3 altogether. The point of argument by members of the public is the stipulated time of 21 days, which everyone thought had elapsed if the counting had begun from the day it was tabled. But the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Ayv'S Bundu, finally breaks the silence on the issue.
The time, stipulations, whether in our constitution or in our standing orders, will not run while Parliament is in recess, prorogued, or dissolved. Consequently, these 3 instruments are on the table, and the counting or the computation of the 21-day requirement under the Constitution, namely Section 170, subsection 7, will start only as from today. And the 3 instruments will therefore mature on the 23rd of October 2018. I am still amenable and favorably inclined to agree to the proposal that those 3 instruments should be debated by the House. And I am of the view that halfway through the 21-day period, that is to say, on or about the 11th of October 2018, I will order this House to engage itself in a full-blown debate on the instruments.
The Speaker also commented on the commitment he made on behalf of MPs during the launch of the Free Quality Education on the 28th of August.
I sincerely hope I have done justice to every member of Parliament and that you will feel able to endorse the pledge I made on your behalf. However, consistent with the principles of democracy and free speech, in the event that you disapprove of my action, please feel free to opt out of the pledge I have made and to inform the Clerk of Parliament accordingly.
Once again, Sierra Leone's democracy has been put to test, and this debate will determine if there is going to be a commission of inquiry or not. Joseph Johnson, AYV News, Freetown.
Pupils of the Saro Elementary Primary School have staged a protest calling on the Western Area Rural District Council to allow them use their school building. The council and the school are both being hosted in the same building as the fight for ownership of the building continues. Roland Morovia has more.
We want our school. No more office. We want our school. No more office.
This protest was as a result of a notice issued by the council that the school should vacate their building. According to the head teacher of the school, the said land was leased to them by the Ministry of Lands and that the school has for the past years benefited the community.
It starts far back from June 12, where the Western Area Rural District Council, headed by the chairman, Kasho Holland Cole, where it be give directive through in council officers them for made them come broke with school building, where mission direct from England come and build for we now this community. He say because one old building be done there where it belong to council, and according to we within the community we findings, we know say that building did not ever belong to council.
While responding to the accusations by the school authorities, chairman of the Western Area District Council, Kashon Olankol, referred to the school authorities as squatters.
Administration will be there. We don't write and say that building is not for continue for one as a school because the council building and council they call up in office there. So we come right and back the same thing. Tell us, we only encourage you for making run the school when the 2017-2018 school year. But 2018-2019 school year, we actually make it fair on that place because one, in school no register with government of Sierra Leone, the Ministry of Education, and also register with the Western Area Rural District Council. As
the council becomes adamant in using the said premises as its office, the question is, what will become the fate of these pupils? Ronald Morovia, AYV News, Freetown.
The Sierra Leone Alcohol Policy Alliance has called on government to ban advertising alcohol in sports. The call was made in a press conference held by Slipper and partners after celebrating No Alcohol Day. Joseph Johnson has more on that.
Alcohol production and consumption is highly relevant to many other goals and targets of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. For Sierra Leone to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, then it must control the production, distribution and consumption of alcohol in the country. But that can't be done without a policy in place. Sierra Leone Alcohol Policy Alliance thinks the government must put a ban on alcohol advertising in sport for a start.
Sierra Leone Alcohol Policy Alliance calls for ban on alcohol advertising in all professional sports. This year's campaign highlights the threat that alcohol advertising in sports poses to children and to future generations. Sierra Leone Alcohol Policy Alliance calls upon the government to take concrete steps towards the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals 3.5 by banning alcohol advertising in sport across the country. Alcohol is one of the most heavily promoted products in the world. Alcohol advertising contributes to the normalization of alcohol use and reinforces the harmful drinking culture that currently exists in most parts of the world. And for Sierra Leone, in 2015, informal estimate from the mental health tool, Dr. Naim said 800,000 Sierra Leoneans every day consume alcohol.
The chairman of Sierra Leone Alcohol Policy Alliance, Ibrahim Kamara, further speaks on how it affects development.
Alcohol consumption drags down development through increased healthcare costs and decreased productivity.
For alcohol production, distribution and consumption to be tackled in the country, strategies should be put in place to expedite the implementation of a policy, and these organizations are committed to support government in that stride. Joseph Johnson, AYV News, Freetown.
The next Eastern Forum Africa Science Week, every 1st to 5th October, is an annual week-long celebration of science and technology with thousands of individuals, from students to scientists to technologists, actively engaging in coordinated science events across the continent. In Sierra Leone, the week started with an expo of science and related issues, with girls in different schools on the importance of science as not only a means of income but of admiration. Ransford Lubimeziga has more.
From early adolescence, fewer girls than boys express interest in pursuing sciences. Even girls and women who excel in mathematics often do not pursue science, technology, and engineering courses. Next, Einstein Forum Ambassador Salwa Campbell explains about the importance of the Science Expo and its relevance to girls.
What we have targeted for today is to have young girls from secondary schools, both from GSSD and SSSD, to be part of the Science Expo and see what organizations have done so far. So we had about 5 organizations that we invited, 5 local companies. So we have set up different stalls where they have displayed their products just to show these young girls what they have been doing locally, but then also for them to grow interest in pursuing science. Nowadays, well, it has been like that for years, that most people have pursuing sciences thinking that, oh, I'm not so good with mathematics, I'm not so good with other science subjects.
What were their experiences after the expo? These girls explained more.
One of the key things I learned that actually touched me, and most of my friends obviously, is the recycling area. You know, as we see today nowadays in Sierra Leone, we don't recycle. We just use and dump. We don't use and try to reuse. That's it, and recycle.
Training has been fun because we have got to know about new instruments that we can use to safeguard our homes. Like for an example, there's a machine in there that can prevent thieves from invading our home. And also there's another one, the Afinic, which can help in reducing the rates of HIV and AIDS because you can go there secretly and buy your condom.
Interest in an occupation is influenced by many factors, including a belief in one's ability to succeed in that occupation, culturally prescribed gender roles and values. Ransford Lubimeziga, AYV News in Freetown.
In recognition of his contribution to the Gospel of Jesus Christ, Bishop Dr. Frederick Abu-Kuruma and his wife, Reverend Dr. Patricia Kuruma, have been honored with doctorate degrees in divinity by the St. Thomas University in Florida, USA. This disclosure was made during a press briefing at the Flaming Evangelism headquarters. The bishop and his wife were the only awardees across Africa. David Turner has more.
The General Overseer of Flaming Evangelical Ministry, Bishop Dr. Abu-Kuruma, said the honorary doctorate degrees in divinity which were awarded to his family recognizes their consistency and vision for the ministry. He said the honorary degree is the latest among local and international recognition to his credits for selfless service to humanity and upholding the word of God. He expressed optimism that the award will serve to motivate other men of God.
We are believing God to start our own TV station very soon. I mean, the equipment are now in town. We also will launch our medical, I will call it, the clinic for the community. That's why we constructed a building, a clinic for the community to serve the communities, where we live, and also a youth empowerment center and a vocational institute. Where I am today is as a result of the grace and mercy of God.
The head of Department of Accounting and Finance, IPAM, Dr. Ezekiel Dromani Lako, said receiving an honorary doctorate degree from St. Thomas University in Florida, USA is well deserving.
I'll call on the general public, Sierra Leone, that these are things that we should take very seriously. So when they award people, they are appreciating them so that people can learn and also seek for those appreciation. And so these are big things, because they speak to your personality. When you go to United Nations, they don't look for your PhD degree, they look at what you've contributed. This is what elevates you as an individual. So congratulations, sir. We're very much impressed, and I hope Sierra Leoneans out there will learn from this and begin to yearn for such recognitions.
The Dean of Faculty and Social Sciences and Law, Dr. Dante Bendu, used the forum as an opportunity to invite the public to the honorary doctorate degree in divinity Thanksgiving celebration. David Turner, AYV News, Freetown.
The government Rokel Secondary School has celebrated its Golden Jubilee Foundation Day at the school campus at Tower Hill in Freetown. Celebrating 50 years of excellence is the theme for this year's event. The Foundation Day ceremony is among series of the Golden Jubilee events. Memuna Tubangua has more.
The celebration was spearheaded by the Rokel Old People's Association, ROPA. Mano Bizoko Dumbuya is the president of the association. He said the celebration serves as a moment of reflection on the journey of the school.
Our celebration is not so much of a festivity, but a solemn occasion to pause and look back at this 50 years journey. A moment to look ahead at the mountains we must still climb. So today, we pay homage to the founding fathers and mothers of our great school. In the coming weeks and months, we will reflect on how faithful we have been to their vision and ideas.
While delivering the keynote address, the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Alpha Timbo, said Rokel School has produced prominent people in society over the years.
Over the years, we've built capacity. And without doubt, this great school has grown professionals from all walks of life, ranging from lawyers, successful ones for that matter, doctors, engineers, politicians like my colleague minister, bankers, teachers, top civil servants, principals, directors, just to name but a few. I believe a lot has been achieved in academic excellence and progress over the last 50 years since its establishment.
Rokel School was founded 50 years ago as a government school to cater for the career paths and academic needs of pupils that meets the basic requirements of the Ministry of Education for entry into junior and secondary levels. Memuna Tubangua, Ayv'S News in Freetown.
Rise up, Bulgarians, oh, let us strive and massive.
In business, the Ministry of Finance and the World Bank Group have signed a $22 million United States dollars project. The project is geared towards building the human capacity by developing the necessary skills for the youth in the country. The signing took place at the office of the Ministry of Finance on George Street in Freetown. Mbalu Sherif was there and now reports.
The $22 million project is to empower young people in different skills. According to the country manager for World Bank, Gil Martin, this is part of their commitment to assisting the government of Sierra Leone in providing skills for young people.
This project represents the joint thinking of the World Bank and the government of Sierra Leone in making this very important investment in the lives of the people of Sierra Leone. This is an investment in skills and competitiveness of the country, and it's consistent with the country's diversification agenda, focusing on investment in fisheries, agriculture, and tourism. So in line with this project will invest in the skills that are needed to deliver on and match those capital investments in these sectors to deliver on the diversification agenda for the country. Obviously, diversification is an important centerpiece of the government's growth plan going forward. And the necessary human capital investments is needed to match the other capital, financial capital, as well as physical capital investments. And so this is when we're talking about the human capital investments.
Giving his keynote address, the Minister of Finance, Jacob Jusuf said, Sierra Leone is committed to empowering its human capacity. Jacob Jusuf added that one of the key factors of unemployment in the country is lack of skills.
This project is intended to address that, to develop the skills of our youth, for them to increase their employability, and by extension, provide them, enhance their income to live better lives. This is an opportunity. It can be one of the unintended objectives of this project, to see how we can strengthen approval processes for private sector institutions, providing technical and vocational training for them, for them to qualify for government assistance.
According to the financial agreement, the World Bank will provide $20 million funding and the Sierra Leone government provide $2 million. Balu Sharif, AYV Business News, Freetown.
The Rokel Commercial Bank has recommended financial discipline to students of Eastern Polytechnic as a tool responsible for their holistic development. The public relations officer of the bank, George Splitsbury Williams, made this call in Kenema during the bank's financial inclusion provincial debate held in Kenema. Judge Philip Jambawai gives an account of what he witnessed.
In the bid of educating their corporate social responsibilities and creating a platform that leads to the financial liberation of pupils and students, Rokel Commercial Bank had organized a parliamentary type of debate among Eastern Polytechnic students in Kenema. The primary focus was financial awareness leading to financial inclusion. George Splitsbury Williams is the public relations officer and projected the importance of financial discipline.
If we inculcate the idea, the principles, the strategies of financial discipline, creating financial awareness, maximum use of our finances, channeling finances to the proper formal system where it will all be used to make better financial planning and management, then everybody will benefit out of this.
Mahmoud Makman Sharif was the best speaker, who said that Rokel Commercial Bank had targeted the right people.
But having gone through this academic exercise, or I can call it academic gymnastic, I have met to understand that it has really helped to broaden my horizon. It has helped me really to develop consciousness in areas of financial matters. I want to send this very important message, as the new direction says that we should be disciplined, not only with others, but our very self. And being disciplined starts from the money you earn. If you know that your government is paying you, always ensure to be accountable for that particular money. You have to work well, that is the first thing. And the money being given to you is what you should use judiciously. Be accountable, be transparent with yourself. Know that when I am using this money, it is meant for this particular purpose. And at the end of the day, this is what I'm going to get. You understand? So with all those, I want them really to be managing their resources, as this country cannot go further without we coming together to conclusively manage the limited resource we've got.
Mahmoud and other provincial winners in the country are expected to meet in Freetown for the grand finals. George Philip Jambawai, AYV, Bo.
EcoBank Sierra Leone has updated its mobile app with AfriCell airtime. This is a way to improve banking services in the country and to also make their customers convenient. The mobile app has about 75,000 customers usage and it's operating in 33 countries in the world. The country head consumer bank Aisha Sharif speaks more on the app.
We came with the mobile app to the market. We were enabling funds transfer both locally and regionally across our geographic footprints in Africa. So we can do Express Cash, enables you to generate an e-token and cash out from our ATMs across the country. We also had the pay bills that we worked on after we launched the app. We have few schools on the list. You can actually pay for school fees when you get to the app. You'll be able to see the list of schools that are there, and you select the school that you want to pay the fees to. And as we speak today now, we have AfriCell airtime on board also, and one is able to buy AfriCell for their AfriCell number or for a third party. And you can buy from 1,000 to 400,000 dirhams. The system is very much reliable, first and foremost very safe, and the uptime is quite appreciable. For the mobile app, if you are an EcoBank customer, you have it. If you're not, when I say EcoBank customer, an EcoBank mobile app holder now. And if you're not, we encourage you to download it and activate it so that you get access. Once you open the EcoBank mobile app, you go to the landing page, which I will show here. This is the landing page, and you will see the services available on it. And you have, if you can zoom in here, you will see buy airtime. And once you tap into it, you follow a few steps.
This is Primetime News. Stay tuned. We will be back after this short break.
Boy, the ball was out. Boy, the ball was out. The ball was out, boy.
Not now. I promised to top up EDSA today.
Stop complaining and use your AfriCell line to buy us EDSA.
My AfriCell line? AfriCell?
Oh yes! With your AfriCell line. To buy EDSA, simply dial *161# to access your AfriCell money account and choose bill payment. Then select EDSA recharge. Enter your meter number, enter the amount you want to pay, and then enter your AfriCell money PIN to confirm your transaction.
But how can I refill my AfriCell money account?
You can top up your AfriCell money account with no extra charges from any AfriCell outlet near you, or simply at any shop or bank where you see a sign that says AfriCell money available here. Buy EDSA now straight from your AfriCell money account at the cheapest cost ever. A price nobody dares to match.
AfriCell, Norway Network.
Welcome back. You are watching and listening to Primetime News on AYV Television and Radio. I am Tholoma Sumah. We join the team in Makeni for more updates.
Many thanks for having us from our regional studios in Makeni. Viewers, you are watching major stories making news from the northern region with me, Ayv'S Sise. About 2 months ago, police at the Makeni division arrested over 200 containers of palm oil from traders alleged to have adulterated this basic commodity. 2 months along the line, the general public has been very much interested to know the result of these 250 containers of palm oil. As the Standards Bureau is charged with the mandate to examine consumable products to ascertain either they are fit or not for consumption, a team from this agency has arrived in Makeni to obtain sample of alleged adulterated palm oil for examination. Tamba Kamanda is the manager, product certification at Standards Bureau, and he spoke about their presence in Makeni.
So we are called here today to come and collect samples on adulterated palm oil. This palm oil was brought here by various sellers. Okay, there are about 216 of those palm oils, right, in 22-liter cans, jerry cans. So what we're going to do, we're going to do separate sample collection on each of the batches, all right, belonging to each of the customers. So once we collect samples, we take them back to the lab in free time and do the analysis. Then we revert back to the police, as to the results of those analyses. Well, normally results will take a week. But having said that, I should indicate that we are also challenged with some other logistical issues, for instance, power. All right, when we set our tests, we set them for a number of days. Once there is power outage in between, then that will delay, all right, the turnaround time for those results. But be it as it may, under normal circumstances, in a week, we should have been able to complete those tests and give the results out.
The Teaching Service Commission is currently hosting a 3-day debriefing exercise in Makeni. Key objective of this engagement is to assess the challenges and expectations of teachers during the course of implementing the current flagship project, i.e. free quality education. More on this story in subsequent edition. On food diversification, the Sierra Leone Agricultural Research Institute and the Jala Agricultural Research Center have jointly harvested orange sweet potatoes at Kapadianko community in Kwenadogo district. According to the two research institutes, this variety of potato can fix vitamin A deficiency, especially among children. An orange sweet potato also has certain amount of protein content. Let us watch the harvesting exercise.
This approach is a food-based approach, wherein we use variety, orange sweet potato variety, to combat the vitamin A deficiency. And since sweet potato can be grown all over the country, even in the most remote village, this is a more sustainable approach towards addressing the vitamin A deficiency problem in the country. The leaves are just like any other sweet potato leaves, they are edible, they are not poisonous, so they can be consumed in our traditional way. We want to promote, we want to disseminate these varieties, we want to train farmers in the utilization of these varieties, and at the end of the day, we hope that we'll be able to address the vitamin A problem through this food-based approach. Well, it's short duration. Within 3.5 months, you can harvest the varieties and obtain very reasonable yield.
I feel so happy. God bless. I think the Slurry and also the government of Sierra Leone, President Mada Bio, what is they bring up the new education to the farm and to the school. But when they cook this petete right now, they feel happy first, and that we local petete, what would they eat? I think that they not be they help anything now we nutrition now the picking them body get a very vital vitamin. A different without that potato will be in the eat. This is a different one. What is where they say the tuber inside not sound like the other one.
When I was potato, at this time when you start like an egg, polyc. Now I had the time so now. Look at that, the picture. Look at that.
This potato has an help. We begin there for land and do well. Now this and now the body. I like they not take anything again, but now they do help on the body.
Well, viewers, it's a pleasure to watch us from our regional studios here in Makeni, and I've been your presenter, Abbas Sise. Let us now join our colleagues at our Wesley studios in the country's capital, Freetown.
Thanks to Abbas Sise and the entire team in Makeni for putting those stories together. Let's now take some lead stories across the continent. The World Bank says it is deeply concerned about a new law in Tanzania, which means anyone questioning the government's official statistics faces a fine at least 3 years imprisonment.
It is critical for Tanzania, like any country, to utilize statistics laws to ensure that official statistics are of high quality and are trusted, it says in a statement. It added that the authority should protect openness and transparency in the statistics used to further public dialogue for the benefit of the citizens. Parliament recently approved the law, which opposition groups see as part of a wider government crackdown on dissent, at a time when some opposition politicians have questioned the government's economic performance. Anyone who gathers statistical data will have to get the findings approved by Tanzania's National Bureau of Statistics before the data can be released.
Health workers tackling an Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo have been severely injured after being attacked by angry residents who believe the virus is not real.
4 health workers from the Red Cross were attacked in the city of Butembo as they were transporting dead bodies for burial. Residents started throwing rocks at their car, and 2 of the health workers were severely injured. The bodies of people who died from Ebola are believed to be extremely contagious, and so burying them in a safe way is one of the most important steps to limit the spread of the virus. This is often difficult for families and communities to accept, especially when they are used to traditional burial rites where touching dead bodies is common. Butembo is the second biggest cluster of new suspected Ebola cases after Benin, another large city in the region. New cases have also been reported in Choma, a busy fishing market town very close to the Ugandan border.
About 60 migrants are feared to have drowned when a wooden boat capsized during a storm in Guinea-Bissau.
The country's navy was unable to help when the boat went down on Monday as it lacked the resources. National Port Head Felix Singer told the BBC. The boat wreckage has been found, but no bodies have been recovered. It is not clear where the boat was headed, but the sea crossing to Spain's Canary Islands from neighboring countries used to be popular. Guinea-Bissau is some 1,120 miles from the Canary Islands. However, this route has become less common since naval patrols increased on the Atlantic Ocean in the 1990s. Accidents at sea involving West African migrants in overcrowded boats are common.
Well, those were our stories from across the continent. Now in sports, Mohamed Jawad Niale has joined me. Hello, Jawad.
Hello, Tholoma. How are you?
I'm fine.
All right. Now, let's start. Because the National Olympic Committee of Sierra Leone has announced that a youth team comprising of officials and athletes in 3 sporting disciplines will be representing the country in the Youth Olympics in Argentina. The Volleyball Association, Sierra Leone Swimming and Diving and Water Polo Association, and the Sierra Leone Athletics Association will be representing the country this year in the competition. Mohamed Abu Conte put together this report for us.
The National Olympic Committee of Sierra Leone is pleased to inform the public that a youth team comprising of 2 officials and 4 athletes from 3 of the sporting disciplines have left Sierra Leone to represent the country in the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The competition is set to start from the 6th to the 18th of this month. 3 of the sporting disciplines that represented the country are from the Beach Volleyball Association, the Sierra Leone Swimming, Diving and Water Polo Association, and the Sierra Leone Athletics Association. All the athletes that represented the 3 sporting disciplines are some of the athletes that took part in the just concluded Youth African Games in Algeria and qualified for the Youth Olympic Games. They are in top spirits and hoping for a better tournament ahead of them. For Ayv'S Sports, Mohamed Abu Conte reporting.
Now in football, some good news for Leon Stars because Leon Stars captain FC Zurich defender Omar Zingele Bangura is available to lead Sierra Leone against Ghana for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier, the doubleheader, which will be held in October. Bangura 30 scored one of the goals against Kenya in the qualifier opener in Freetown here. Leon Stars but however, he was absent in Leon Stars' defeat against Ethiopia due to injury. Abu Conte reports for us.
FC Zurich defender Umaru Bangura Zengele will be available for Leon Stars' crucial qualifier for the 2019 African Cup of Nations. Bangura, who old 30 years, who scored the winning goal against Ghana in the 2019 African Cup of Nations qualifier in Freetown, missed Leon Stars' defeat to Ethiopia by a goal to nil. He has played 3 times for his FC Zurich club since recovering from injury. He was part of the team in the Europa League that win by a lone goal to 0 against AEK Athens in Greece. Another noticeable inclusion in the Leon Stars team is Danish-based forward Mustafa Bundu. The graduate from Creed Bellamy Academy is the potential debutant for Leon Stars in Kumasi. FC Raga midfielder George Kweku Davis is also named in the 21-man squad after being subbed for the match against Ethiopia. Ghana hosts Sierra Leone on the 11th of October at the Baba Yaro Stadium in Kumasi in a 3rd round of the African Cup of Nations qualifier before traveling to Freetown in the return leg contest in 4 days later. Coach John Kista also handed a second call up for Bristol City young goalkeeper Alhaji Sisi and Queen Park Rangers right back Usman Kaikei. Sierra Leone begin their qualifier with a victory over the Harambee Stars of Kenya before suffered a 1-0 defeat to Ethiopia last month. The Black Stars suffered a defeat to Kenya, means all the 4 teams in Group F have 3 points to spare in 2 matches played. For Ayv'S Sports, Mohamed Abu Conte reporting in Freetown.
But that's all we have for sport here today. Tholoma, this is a big boost to Sierra Leone because Zingele is the most experienced defender we have in our team. So him being part of the squad once again will be a massive boost. I think as you've said it, maybe his absence in the last game, that was why we... Yes, we made it. There was no leadership at the back to deal with the entire Ethiopia clash. Well, hopefully, against Ghana.
Also, Ghana has also invited Asamoah Gyan.
Yes, we know. So we know that. So that is why we are happy that Zingele is coming back. So we'll be prepared. We'll be happy. We know we have our most experienced man on the back. So let's see how that goes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mohamed Jawad Niale. And it's time for the weather forecast brought to you courtesy of Ayv'S.
Cecilia, and today, as every other day, I will be covering your daily weather powered by Ayv'S. Now, let's take a look at Salon's weather for tonight. Let's start in Freetown, where it is mostly cloudy skies with showers at 24 degrees. Over at Kayimbo, we'll have a rather cloudy sky during the night at 22 degrees. Moving to the northern city of Makeni, we'll be seeing an early rain and overcast of clouds at 22 degrees. Now in Koinajugu, we'll have a cloudy sky with rain at 20 degrees. And over in Koidu, where we'll be seeing a cloudy sky with thunder and rain at 19 degrees. Through the night, Kenema will face early shower at 21 degrees. As we move over to Bo, where we'll also be seeing low clouds and rain at 21 degrees. And down south in Mokaba, it will also have thunder and rain in some spots at 24 degrees. Now, let's take a flight over Sierra Leone for tomorrow's weather. Expect a morning shower with heavy clouds in Hastings at 27 degrees. Over in Port Lockhart, we will see showers with low clouds during the day at 26 degrees. In Rotifunki, we'll have a cloudy sky with thunder and heavy rain at 28 degrees. And in the town of Kalangba, we will be cloudy with rain at 27 degrees. Over at Kamadi, we'll have a morning shower at 24 degrees. Malema will have showers during the whole day at 27 degrees. Seguema will experience heavy clouds with showers at 27 degrees. Expect a cloudy day with few showers in Sulima at 28 degrees. It will be a rainy day with clouds in Sebeho at 27 degrees. And finally, Freetown will experience clouds at 27 degrees. Checking out the winds for tomorrow. Winds will be moving south at 10 km per hour. Humidity is at 83%. Sea state is high and sea temperature is at 19 degrees. Let's have a look at our 4 days forecast. Thursday, we'll experience showers with heavy clouds during the day at a high of 27 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Friday, we'll have a mostly cloudy day with few showers at a high of 28 degrees and a low of 23 degrees. Saturday, we'll have much of the same with clouds and rain during the day at a high of 28 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Sunday, we'll see showers late at night with mostly cloudy day at a high of 27 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. Thank you for watching our daily weather powered by AfriCell. Meet us tomorrow same time on Channel 33.
Thanks to Lucy Silla for bringing us that weather updates brought to you courtesy of AfriCell. And this is where we end Primetime News tonight. We would love to hear from you via email on info@ayvnews.com. We will be back again tomorrow with the top stories from across the country, the continent, and the world. I am Tholoma Sumah. Good night.
You're watching AYV Television.